Everyone, come back here to Light Lion Pairs here. So, this will talk to you about how fear really consume my life, making my life living in weariness and just make me tired, sweaty all day, just keeping tired all the time. And I don't know if I have coping mechanism skills or not, but as you can see, my eyes oftenly is closed. Maybe this is proof that I'm uh, controlled by not controlled by fear actually, but these times I just realized I most of my times I spend a lot based on my fear-based thinking or fear-based talks that just keep me under pressure. Then living under pressure that's not even there, it's not really exists at all, and it's just keep me living in boundaries awareness. And if you know that is from enemy, right? You know what I mean enemy. If you're, I don't know, but actually I know how fear really impacts my life. Then sometimes fear is like just smoke and mirrors, and just make you really scared all the time and not do anything, even to make video like this. You think like how many people will watch this, or sometimes I think like that too. But I don't know that a few years ago, when the first time I make this channel, when the first time I coming rise up from my down and makes doing something new, make this channel, upload some videos without care about uh, how many views or like, or the first time is really hard to get a subscriber even until now. But I just realized that I just doing stoicism back in that time. I don't really remember back in 2020 as my turning point, but I don't know if there is something wrong that I do that leads to this downfall. I don't know, but actually, back on March on the pandemic time, and my school time is on the home, and we do all the stuff on our home in home, and somehow I just doing something that I think is positive, but I don't really plan it. I just do it. I just doing it. I'll do like planking like 60 seconds on the center side, left side, right side. Then I upgraded to 100 push-ups, but on sets that's really not clean sets. Maybe like 20, 25, then 10, and not really clean. Not like 50 times 2 or eccentric like that, but it's just random. Like even I'm doing squats really wrong, and I just running and doing some sit-ups like 100 on the maybe I'm doing wrong too, but after all, I have results. And I know if someone saw that on the first time, they might be loud at me. But that's all journey process. That I know that I don't really think about that. I just doing all the stuff. Then on a like just I just have 1 month to change my whole life, not only physically but also mentally. And also I make this channel on November 2020. Then I just don't really care how I make it all the time. I just doing something that I feel that's the right thing to do. Don't really care if there is intro or not, or editing or stuff like that. I don't really care about that. I just make it all things works. you know just I just work at it. Sometimes editing the video too, but only sometimes. But I actually know that even only one thing that's really important thing that somehow that's can ruin your life, and you can change your life just by being less from it, and that's fear, afraid, anxious, or anything else like that. It's like smoke and mirrors. And actually, honestly, I'm honest. I don't like to people. All of you look at me like I'm a strong man. No, I'm still running too, and I'm just after relapsing not relapsing just from NoFap, but also uh, every kind of negative stuff like fear. That's really and it's hard for me for overcome it these times. I honestly to say that I don't want to all of you to see me like I'm a your motivator, or I don't really believe in motivation. You know. I believe in motive, but not but for the motivation. I don't think so about that. But I'm not a motivator. I'm not inspiration or such kind like that. I'm still learning too. I'm doing many flaws, mistakes, and it kind of that leads me to downfall. I admit it all of that. So I'm still learning too. So I think that's all I'm gonna say about fear. That don't let fear control your life. You know, I mean, I experienced the things too that lead me to the downfall. Not only flatline that, but I don't think so. But I think different subject about flatline. I will tell you I mean, maybe someday about flatline that we might be careful about flatline because it might be lead to just flatline or maybe not only flatline but really down. You know? And it's really hard to rise again. But let's just right, just like I'm doing now. I think that's what I'm gonna say about it. I said that before, but I don't know. I think that's all I'm gonna say about fear or not to control by fear, or I kind of weird stuff. I mean, bad stuff like that. That just keep you living in a weariness and boundaries, and just living in fear and anxious, depressed, sweaty all the time, tired. Don't let that control your life. You know.